rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We're here to speak about Lady Fatima Zahra alayhi salam. Now, Lady Fatima Zahra alayhi salam was the embodiment of a perfect mother, a perfect wife, a perfect daughter. She was perfect in all aspects. We see that when we look at Lady Fatima Zahra alayhi salam, we see that she was a mother, she was a wife, she was a daughter. At the same time, she was so active in her activities. She went out, she gave lessons, she served the community in so much ways, which shows us that even if you're a mother, even if you're a wife, you can still serve the community. You can strike the perfect balance between serving the community and being the perfect mother and wife. Now today I was told to speak about the marriage of Lady Fatima Zahra alayhi salam and Imam Ali. We see that anyone that wants to become the perfect wife, if you want to become the perfect daughter, if you want to become the perfect mother to your children, forget about the bubble books of how to become a perfect mother or how to become a perfect daughter. We have the perfect example in Lady Fatima Zahra alayhi salam. We see that she shows us how to become perfect in raising our children. In fact, when I got married and became a mother myself, it taught me so much to read about the life of Lady Fatima Zahra alayhi salam and get the lessons from her life in order for me to raise my children in the best way, or for me to improve my relationship with my spouse. I learned so much from this woman. Now, we only have about 5 minutes. I was given an allocated 5 minutes. So I just wanted to say 1 or 2 stories from her life to show the simplicity of this woman, how this woman became the perfect wife, became the perfect daughter, and became the perfect mother to her children. We see right from the beginning, when someone gets married, it's all about the materialistic. People ask for high dowries, they ask for so much money. We see when Fatima Zahra alayhi salam got married, Imam Ali alayhi salam was in poverty. He didn't have much wealth. So he came to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, and he said to him, "O Prophet, I only have my shield, I only have a sword, and I only have a camel. That's all I have." And then the Prophet said, well, what should I give your daughter as a dowry? The Prophet said, "Oh Ali, keep your sword, because that's what's going to save Islam." He said, "As for your camel, keep that, because you'll need that as well." He said, "As for your shield," the shield was, Imam Ali picked up the shield in the Battle of Badr. He said, "The shield, you can sell it." So Imam Ali sell it, and the dowry, give it to Fatima Zahra alayhi salam. So Imam Ali sold his shield for 480 dirham, and that became the dowry of Fatima Zahra alayhi salam. We see Fatima Zahra alayhi salam didn't moan. She didn't say, give me more money. She didn't demand for her husband to go take a loan out, as you see in this generation. They take loans out for the weddings. Fatima Zahra alayhi salam was so simple that even 480 dirham she was pleased with. Now it comes to the wedding with Fatima Zahra alayhi salam. Now any bride-to-be, anyone that's as a wife or is going to be a bride, the wedding dress, that's important for a woman, or they want to beautify themselves in front of their husband. We see that Lady Fatima Zahra alayhi salam, she had her wedding dress in her house. Someone knocked on the door, and it was a poor person. So she opened the door and he said, "Oh, family of the Holy Prophet, I am poor, I don't have nothing. Do you have anything to give me?" Fatima Zahra alayhi salam looked around her and she saw her wedding dress. And then she remembered the verse in the Quran in Surah number 3, verse number 92. She remembered that it says, "You will never reach righteousness until you give away that what you love." So Fatima Zahra alayhi salam took her wedding dress and she gave it to the poor person. That's the level of iman and righteousness that this woman had, that she gave her wedding dress away to a poor person because she knew that marriage is not about the materialistic. It doesn't matter if we have a great wedding or so much money, or if our husband gives us a lot of money. It's about the spiritualness between a husband and wife, the foundation. So when the foundation is strong, the rest is strong. Let me just mention 2 more stories before I end to show the simplicity between these partners. Imam Ali alayhi salam, Fatima Zahra alayhi salam, used to always put the service of humanity and the service of God before anything else. That was the most important thing. In narrations, it tells us that once Imam Ali came home, and when he came home, he saw that, he looked at his wife, Fatima Zahra, Lady Fatima, and he saw her face was pale. He said, "Oh, my beloved wife, your face is pale. What's wrong?" She said, "No, Ali, nothing's wrong." And he said to her, "Fatima Zahra, I can see your face is pale. Tell me, what is wrong?" And then she turned to him, she said, "Oh, Ali, me, Hassan and Hussein haven't eaten for 3 days. We haven't eaten nothing because there's nothing at home." Imam Ali said to her, "Fatima, why didn't you not tell me that there's no food at home to give you? I'm your wife, I wouldn't have troubled you. It would be an honor for me to bring home for the family." And then after Fatima Zahra said, "Oh Ali, I don't want to trouble you. I don't want to trouble my husband." And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Never trouble Ali ibn Abi Talib." She said she was the type of wife that she doesn't want to tell her husband, "Go get me some food, go get me this." And you see in this generation, if a wife demands a lot from her husband, you see that Fatima Zahra alayhi salam was so simple. She said, "I didn't want to trouble you." So Imam Ali left the house and he went and took a loan of 1 dinar to bring food back for his family. On his way, he took a loan of 1 dinar. He was going to go back home. He saw Muqdad in the street. Muqdad looked at him. His face was uneasy. He said to him, "Muqdad, what's wrong with you?" He said, "Oh Ali, my children haven't eaten for days. I've got nothing to feed my children. They're starving." And then after Imam Ali took that 1 dinar which he was going to feed his family and he gave it to Muqdad. He said, "Muqdad, you go feed your family." And then after Imam Ali went to the mosque, he's got nothing to bring back to his family. He went back to the mosque to pray Salat al-Maghrib. Who was praying? Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam walked past. He walked past and he said to him, "Oh Ali, can I come to your house tonight to eat dinner?" Now there's no food at home, there's no food to feed. Imagine if your father-in-law says, "I'm going to come home and feed," and there's no food at home. So Imam Ali accepted, and he said, obviously he cannot reject anyone, so he told the Prophet to come home. And then the Prophet came home, and then he looked at Fatima and he said, "Your father has come to eat dinner at home." Fatima Zahra alayhi salam went to the kitchen. She prayed to Allah. She went down. She said, "Oh Allah, just like Jesus, the son of Mary, prayed to you and asked you for food from Jannah, you provided Jesus, the son of Mary, with food. Ya Allah, provide us with food to feed your Prophet, Rasulullah." At that point, it said that Allah provided Fatima Zahra alayhi salam with so much food that it could have fed the whole of Medina. This shows that Fatima Zahra alayhi salam, the relationship with her husband, she doesn't want to trouble her husband. It was all about the service of humanity, the service of God. That was the foundation of their marriage. And we see another story that once Fatima Zahra alayhi salam, narrations tell us that she was ill, so her face was turning pale. This is just the last story before I wrap up. Her face was turning pale. Imam Ali alayhi salam came home and he said, "I'm going to bring you a pomegranate." On his way, he was bringing a pomegranate. He saw an old lady in the street. He cut an old lady who was hungry. He cut the pomegranate in half and he gave it to the old lady. He came back home. He gave the half pomegranate to Fatima Zahra alayhi salam. She said, "What happened to the rest of the pomegranate?" He said, "I saw an old lady, so I gave her half the pomegranate." And then look at the reply of Fatima Zahra alayhi salam. She said, "Jazakallah khairul jaza." May Allah reward you the best of rewards. We see that if that happened to us, we'll probably moan for a month. So we see the simplicity of marriage. And I'll just wrap up here because I know I don't have a lot of time, but I just want to say that if we want to make our marriage the best of marriages, we should forget about the expectations of society, the expectations of the culture, expectations. Let's focus on the service of Allah and humanity. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
The next award is for Zahra Al-ALAWI, who's one of our speakers. And for those of you who don't know, Zahra is a presenter at AL-ALAWI TV and on other channels. She's also appeared on mainstream British TV. Her key programme is about female-oriented issues and the language of contemporary society. She also lectures globally and around the UK.